Vice President Pence's immediate reaction when today's ruling came down was to crow about how we now need a nationwide abortion ban. Don't leave it to the states, ban it nationwide. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi today pointed right at that as what to expect next from them.
In the Congress, be aware of this. The Republicans are plotting a nationwide abortion ban. They cannot be allowed to have a majority in the Congress to do that. But that's their goal.
That's their goal. This is where we are. Of course, as long as a Democrat is president, any Democratic president would veto a nationwide abortion ban that was passed by a Republican-controlled Congress. But, you know, there's a presidential election around the corner. Any Republican president would sign a nationwide abortion ban without hesitation. That said, if we're being real about this, that question might be moot by the time we have the next Republican president. Because there's nothing in the reasoning of today's opinion from these 6 justices that would stop them from accepting something like a fetal personhood case. Fetal personhood, which is a concept that the right has been building in this political movement that they've built around the abortion issue. A fetal personhood case getting to this court would give this court a path to not just let individual states ban abortion, which is what they did today. If they took a fetal personhood case, that could be their vehicle to impose a nationwide ban on abortion on the order of the United States Supreme Court. One that would apply, yes, even in California, even in New York, even everywhere. And yes, that would be a radical thing for the Supreme Court to do. But would it be that much more radical than what they've done today? I mean, they've kind of broken the seal here, haven't they? Roe was a 50-year-old precedent that had been reaffirmed by the Supreme Court itself multiple times. That did not matter to them at all today. Yesterday, they took a 111-year-old law on concealed weapons in New York. 111-year-old law. And threw that out, too. I mean, what's the principle at work there? Right? States can't be trusted with the power to regulate concealed handguns, but they can force you to give birth to a child against your will. One 111-year-old precedent, one 50-year-old precedent. What's the consistent principle between these 2 different rulings? The only consistent principle between these 2 rulings in 2 days is that the conservatives have the power on this court, and they will now wield it however they want to achieve whatever outcomes they want, to change the country however they want without restriction, and you must do what they say. But again, I think it is helpful to not try to find some evolution in conservative jurisprudence here. This isn't that kind of ruling. This is a political project. This is the culminating work of a concerted political project that defined this as a goal for the American political right and that put in place the people who would enact it. This is a very well-organized, well-staffed, well-funded, very committed, very radical, in its prime movement that still sees it as a problem that the blue states are still going to have abortion rights. I mean, overturning Roe today immediately effectuates outright bans on abortion in many states, and we're going to talk about that over the course of this hour. But it also really does foreshadow a future case, perhaps quickly a future ruling, in which the Supreme Court will outright ban abortion themselves in every state. And it is worth getting real about that.